This must be a miserable experience for these types of boat owners who own these speed cats when they're coming through Haulover Inlet on a rough day. These guys bought these machines to get out there and rip it up at over 100 miles an hour, not sit here and troll through Haulover Inlet taking water over the front of the windscreen. But you know what? We all got our days, and today's just not theirs. Welcome back, guys, to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats down at the inlet getting the images, and let's go ahead and get this episode started. Our contestant in the first round this week's gonna give you guys that moment you've all been waiting for. I always see it in the comments section. Broncos Guru, when are we gonna see you come through Haulover Inlet? Well, guess what? You're gonna see it here in the first round today. Here we've got the Nortec rolling through, steamrolling Haulover Inlet. Haulover does not stand a chance on this day, not against this competitor. You can tell this is years of Haulover slang experience right here. This is perfection at its finest coming through Haulover Inlet. I mean, even look at this airtime, the way it's landed, the way it's ridden out. Okay guys, so it's not really me, but if I was driving a Nortec, I'm sure that's what I'd look like coming through Haulover Inlet. That's why I wanted to show it to you guys. Well, okay, let's be honest. I may wind up looking more like this Nortec captain, but hey, one can daydream. Maybe one day Nortec will let me take one of these boats to the inlet and see what we do. But our first Nortec captain we saw is definitely going to take a win for the boats in the first round. Our second contestant to do battle with Haulover Inlet today is going to show us the infamous Haulover hot tub. For those of you who do not know what the Haulover hot tub is, this is basically the technique of coming through Haulover Inlet just a little bit too slow, keeping the bow down just enough to where you're going to take a wave over the bow and fill up the bow of the boat with water. Kind of like we're about to see this crew do on this wave right here. This is typically useful when you got a large crew on your vessel, kind of like this one does. It encourages people to get up in the bow of the boat and hang out in the nice warm Florida water. One thing it doesn't really encourage though, it doesn't encourage wins on Boats vs. Haulover, and it's kind of difficult to give a vessel a win when they stuff the bow that bad. Even though the rest of this trip, this vessel really actually doesn't look that bad, but this round will go to Haulover Inlet. Our contestant in the third round to do battle with Haulover Inlet doesn't seem to have these problems though. They just come straight running through Haulover. These big power cats, it doesn't matter what we seem to throw at them. As long as they're up on plane and running, these things seem to destroy Haulover every single time, and this Freeman 42 LR is not going to be any different. Sometimes I wonder if I'm even being fair to Haulover when I put these things in the competition, because really all these guys got to do is point it out the inlet, hit the throttle, and let it ride. And our contestant here in the fourth round is going to play one of my favorite games here on Boats vs. Haulover. Can she hang on? All she has to do is hang on and this boat will take the win. This cobia comes blasting out of Haulover and she's down already. Oh my gosh, that happened so fast. Our captain came out of Haulover Inlet thinking he was going to show his girl a good time, but instead almost puts her on the floor. This really is a dangerous situation in these kind of spots, because the captain can't really leave the helm while he's in the middle of the inlet. If she would have actually gone down and had some sort of injury, he really would not have been able to tend to her until he got out of the inlet. And this round goes to Haulover, and that's going to take us to our fifth and final round, tied at 2 apiece. Who will take the win this week? Will it be the boats or Haulover Inlet? And this is probably not the best idea. Based on the image clips we've seen already in this episode, it is a rough day at Haulover, and this boat probably does not need to be out there. But I will, however, defend the captain a little bit. He is hugging closer to the north side of the inlet, which is the calmer side of the inlet, and his crew seems pretty stoked to be out there coming past the cameras, which tells me this is probably not their first time. But I gotta imagine this boat's gonna absolutely stuff it into some waves. But as slow as they're coming through Haulover, and the fact that he's got 2 kids in the bow of the vessel tells me they may be doing it intentionally, and they're just trying to soak the kids up front. And there we go, we've got our first wave. It's not a true stuffing. They're kind of taking it easy, but they definitely have water coming over the bow of the vessel. This one's a tough call for me. It's difficult for me to give a boat any kind of win when they come through Haulover Inlet this slow. 1, 2, it's really difficult for me to give a boat a win when they actually do wind up stuffing the bow and taking water over the bow and into the vessel. But because they're doing it intentionally, it makes it tough to call it a loss as well. So I'll tell you what guys, we're going to let you guys decide who wins this week's episode. Let me know in the comments below who won, boats or Haulover Inlet, and in the next episode I'll let you know who won and shout out a few of you guys who voted. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, be sure to check out our other channels. We have Wavy Boats, who gets us all this great footage down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And our newest channel, the Miami Boat Ramps channels, features all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps around South Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button.